Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a first down run with Collins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the Bills getting set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds Coleman. And out across midfield down to the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Jenkins able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Bills have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Allen now on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So out now come the Jets. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pick up there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Bills are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3.